Hey, it's Dave here. Thanks for coming to my channel. Hey, today I want to talk about what it feels and looks like when you become insulin resistant. There is a test to find out if you're insulin resistant. I think it's called a C-peptide test. It's a blood test. They can check, how much, I don't even know what they check, but they can check to see if you're insulin resistant through your blood. But what it feels like is how most people may end up figuring it out, because not everybody gets their blood tested every quarter or every year. Not everybody does that. But there are things that happen and what it feels like and looks like when you slowly become insulin resistant. If you become insulin resistant, odds are you've either had very high carbs in your diet, like rice, noodles, sugar, a lot of sugar, maybe alcohol. That all attributes to becoming insulin resistant. But what it feels like and looks like is once your body doesn't take in the nutrients it needs to give fuel to your cells, your muscle, your bones, you're going to lose weight. And it's going to be a lot of weight. You're going to go from 180 pounds to 100 pounds, or 150 pounds to 80 pounds. Like, you're going to lose a lot of weight because your body isn't getting the nutrients it needs because it's insulin resistant. Your body needs the insulin to fuel the cells inside your body. So as you become insulin resistant, you're going to lose a lot of weight. You're going to lose bone density. You may lose some balance. It becomes hard. You don't have the same strength that you had. You're not going to be able to lift as much weight. You may not be able to walk as far. You may not be able to trust your physical, your physical attributes. You may not be able to walk right even. As the strength in your legs goes, it makes it very difficult to walk. Some other things that happen is you may lose some function with your eyesight. You can get neuropathy in your hands. You get tingling in your body. That's all the things that starts happening when you become insulin resistant. That's all diabetes and prediabetes. Prediabetes and diabetes is a measurement of how much sugar you have in your body. The insulin resistance is the damage from prediabetes and diabetes. So you become pre-diabetic and diabetic way before you become insulin resistant. I am going to talk about what it feels like to start getting your insulin sensitivity back. If that's of interest to you, please do subscribe and, hey, do me a favor, like this video. But so insulin resistance, you don't actually feel it in your body like it's a tingling or a numbness, or it's not a pain. It's more like you can see it, you can feel it, you can feel the strength in your body slowly just tapped away. That's the insulin resistance. And again, that's from eating too many carbs, too much sugar, basically a bad diet. And you can turn that around. Like I said, subscribe and like, and I'd be more than happy to add more videos of how I'm trying to turn my metabolic disorder around. I'm 99% sure I was highly diabetic, pre-diabetic at some point. Maybe as high on the level as you can get because I wasn't taking care of myself and I was eating basically just garbage. And at this point I eat no sugar, no rice, no carbs. I eat some apples every now and then. But for the most part I'm eating just meat and a little bit of vegetables. I eat keto carnivore 100%. And I am focused on turning my metabolic disorder, my prediabetes, diabetes. I'm very focused on turning this all around. So if you want to follow my channel, hopefully you'll be able to get to follow me getting better through these months, or hopefully not years, because it's pretty unbearable. It's not a big deal when you're diagnosed diabetic or pre-diabetic, because that doesn't make it so it's hard for you to stand up and walk away from the chair you're sitting in. Or it's not a big deal if you can't use your fingers right, or you can't do things you're used to doing. That all happens after you become insulin resistant. And that's when the damage starts happening for much longer term. Getting your insulin resistance back in check takes months, maybe even years. Getting prediabetes and diabetes turned around can pretty much take 3 to 6 months, and just staying focused on eating correctly. Trust me when I tell you, you do not want to mess around with insulin resistance because it takes so long and it's unbearable to try to resolve it. I don't even know if it can be resolved at this point. I'm hoping to resolve it. Nobody can try harder than I am, though, because trust me, I'm not eating any garbage, even though I think about it all the time. I'm not even eating food that I like, because I can't eat meat all the time, every meal forever. It's very difficult. So again, if you become pre-diabetic or diabetic and you start to become insulin resistant, one of the first things that you're going to see is you are going to lose weight. Your body's not going to get the nutrients it needs to add bulk to your body. You may initially gain weight as your body's loading up on fat, but at some point you're going to become insulin resistant and you're going to start losing drastic amounts of weight, like scary weight. People are going to think that you have something seriously bad. And your doctor is going to be super excited if you become pre-diabetic or diabetic, because then they can prescribe all the garbage, not garbage, but all the medications that they can prescribe to you that they get credits for. That's definitely not the right way to solve it. You're going to want to eat healthy, eat keto, carnivore, eat healthy, get some exercise. Stay focused on those things because they're hard enough to try to implement into your life when you're used to eating cereal and bread and rice and all the other delicious stuff that you really shouldn't eat anymore. Anyways, if you have any questions, do me a favor, boink, leave it below. I'll answer any questions. I'd be more than happy. And again, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you are interested to know what it feels like when you start getting your insulin sensitivity back, I'll add that next on my channel. Subscribe and you'll be able to hear about that. Have a great day. Thank you.